Hi everybody and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Anne and I'll be conducting the demo today. Now if you have any questions during the course of today's demo, please type them into your chat bar and we'll call you back right after the demo. So let's get started. BrightPay Connect is a new add-on product which works alongside BrightPay on your desktop. It offers an automated cloud backup whereby once you've linked a company to Connect, it's backing up to the cloud every 15 minutes when the payroll is open and once again when you're closing out. It also offers an employee self-service portal whereby once you invite the employees to Connect, and they can do so via any browser, be it PC, Mac, tablet or smartphone, they'll be able to access all their payroll data. It also allows for a bureau client dashboard, multiple users, and it's safe and reliable. So for today's demo, we take a quick look at BrightPay Connect for bureaus, employers, and employees, and the features and benefits it brings to each one. Then later on, we look at connecting the payroll data to the cloud, alongside looking at a few more features in depth. Now, just to make sure you understand this, you cannot process your payroll in the cloud. It's processed on the desktop application of BrightPay. So we'll start off with BrightPay Connect for employers. When employers log in, they'll see their own dashboard. And this will include an overview of everything that's happening with notifications where applicable. This page gives you an overview of the employer details, amounts due to revenue, and any upcoming events. Now we're going to click into the Employees tab here. If we look up here, and the first person we're going to look at here is Benedict. So this gives you an overview of all your employees that were set up on the desktop application of BrightPay. So if we click into Benedict here, now if Benedict clicked onto his own self-service portal, he'll see all his payslips there in chronological order, any of which he can open and download. He'll see his employee details, i.e. address, telephone number, etc., and his own personal calendar. Now coming out of Benedict, the next tab we look at here are the Reports tab. So all the reports that were set up on the desktop application of BrightPay will be saved here on the portal. So within the Employer portal, employers can access and view all these reports. So we'll take a look at the payroll summary report down here. And we can literally run any type of report we want. So here we have the payroll summary for 4th of January 2019, and these can be exported out as an Excel spreadsheet or a PDF document. On the next tab here, we have the calendar. So this is the employee calendar, and it keeps a record of all the employees' past and future leave, including annual leave, which is in yellow, sick leave is in red, orange is for absence leave, and pink is for unpaid leave. So all the various colours denote the different leave types. So if we look at the 25th of January here, we will see here that we have Anna King on annual leave, Kamal McGrath on sick leave, Louis Cunningham on absence leave, and Madison Flynn on unpaid leave. So the various colours denote the different leave types. So at any time, you can go in and have an overview and see who's on what holiday leave on any given day. On the next section here, we have the revenue. So these are the amounts due to Ross. So here you will see the P30 for month ending the 31st of January 2019. On the next one here, the Documents tab. So employers can upload employee documents and resources so that these can be added into the employee portal. So it can be contracts employment, company handbooks, general company information. It can also be training manuals and also links to webinars. So you can add in the URLs here. Okay, so on the next one here, then we have the Settings tab. And if we go into the employer details here, the employer will be able to add in their logo and the employee details. So when the employee logs on to their app, they'll see the company branding there and details for whoever is processing the payroll or managing Connect. So if we go back into the settings, employers will also have the option to edit employee notification settings, employees, etc. But I'll come back to these later on in the demo. Now, the next section of the demo we're going to look at is BrightPay Connect for bureaus. So alongside all the functionality available to employers, bureaus will also have a bureau dashboard. Now, this bureau dashboard provides a multi-company platform to users who offer payroll services to a number of clients. BrightPay Connect will provide an overview of all your clients that are connected to the cloud. Now, you may not add all your clients. You can pick and choose those clients that Connect will suit. So you'll see here that I have 5 companies connected, or 1, 2, 3, 4 actually, 4 companies connected, and I can add in 1 additional employer, so 4 connected. On the next section then we have users. So both employers and bureaus have the option to add as many users as they wish to the payroll data. So we can click here and add. So the first one here we have is an administrator and a standard user. Now the administrator has full control over the BrightPay Connect account, and they have the ability to edit account settings, add other users, redeem purchase codes, connect employers, approve annual leave, and manage all employer and employee information and more. Whereas the standard user can have access to 1 or several clients in the BrightPay Connect account. A standard user can view all employer information, associated employees, and process employee self-service requests. So here we're going to add on a new user. Here we go, it's Carol Murphy. And here we can pick and choose what access Carol will have. And you can restrict user permissions even further depending on whether or not you want the user to access employees marked as confidential, employee documents, pay slips and payroll reports, and whether or not the user approves annual leave. So for example, in here, this particular user can view employee documents, view financial information, and approve annual leave requests. Now, you could set up a line manager or whoever who will manage the leave and literally just set them up to approve employee requests, because through the portal, which we'll look at later, employees can actually request annual leave through the portal, and you can set up a user then. It can be the owner of the business, it could be a department head or the HR department, just to manage the annual leave. And if you don't want that particular user to have access to any other employee data, you'll untick all these boxes and just approve the annual leave requests. And you can also restrict them by department. If employees are set up by departments, they can literally be approved by department as well. So there are a number of reasons why you might want to add various users. For example, if you're an employer, you may wish to add a colleague as a co-administrator, or maybe add your accountant or financial advisor as a standard user to allow them easy access to the payroll data. If you're an accountant, bookkeeper, or payroll bureau and you manage payroll for multiple clients, you may wish to add your colleagues as co-administrators, or maybe add your clients as standard users. So you have all the various levels of access there depending on your requirements or your clients' requirements. And in here then we have the bureau branding and the contact details for whoever within the bureau is managing Connect. So this is essentially white labeling or bureau branding. It'll just enable your contact details, the signature and the company logo to appear across the bureau client self-service portal, such as the login page and email notifications to clients. So BrightPay Connect gives users the option to invite employees, as I've mentioned earlier, to their own self-service portal. Now, if you prefer not to offer the self-service portal, that's okay. You can use BrightPay Connect solely as a backup to the cloud. However, employee self-service gives your employees easy access to their payroll documents via any browser, be it PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. And it also saves you, as the employer, having to worry about emailing or printing payslips. You could finalise out your payroll maybe on a Monday, Tuesday, and want the employees to receive their payslip notification on Thursday or Friday, on the payday, before the payday, or after the payday, and simply you'll be able to go in here and set that up. So no longer need to worry about emailing and printing payslips. At the time defined by you, the employees will get an email notification to say your payslip is there and available. I find it very handy here. Can log onto my smartphone, onto my login to BrightPay, and there I am. I have all my payroll data there and the ability for me to request annual leave through my portal. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to log in here now. So once employees are logged in, you'll see that it looks very similar to the employer dashboard. However, employees are limited as to the information that can be accessed. Obviously, they'll only access their own data. Now, the dashboard gives employees access to the information and resources applicable to them. So you'll see here all the notifications for all their payslips, their address, telephone number, and their own personal calendar here. And through the calendar, they can actually request annual leave. In the document section, then, the employees will always be able to log in and access all their payslip information. So you no longer need to worry about having to send them maybe payslip history if they're applying for a mortgage, etc. They'll be able to log in and access their data, the payslip data. So here we're clicking on, this is the first week, February, and you'll see here the payslip data is there for Benedict Taylor. And this can be downloaded or exported. Back up to my documents again. Here you'll see HR documents and resources. So this is where you have the ability to upload contracts, employment, company handbooks. Really any document that would pertain to an employee's employment can be loaded through Connect. There's also the ability to push through messages to the employees. Maybe you have employees working off-site, you can send them messages through the portal. On the next section here is the calendar. So this is an overview of Benedict's calendar here. You'll see here he's on annual leave, he's on absence leave as well. And here is where he has the ability to request annual leave. So I'm just going to click in here and request some leave. And we're going to request some leave for the 4th of February. It's annual leave and it's a full day, and submit the request. So that request has gone off to whoever has been set up to manage the annual leave on the portal. So here you'll see that pending leave request. It hasn't been signed off on as yet for the 4th of February. Now, the employees also have the ability to change their address and telephone number. Under GDPR, employers are supposed to keep the most up-to-date information on their employees. So the employee has the ability to amend the address and telephone number. Now, they don't have access to their to change their PPS number, date of birth, or bank details, but just their address and telephone number. And once that's been accepted, it'll flow back into their information on the desktop application of BrightPay. So moving back a screen here now, we're just looking here. The administrator or the user who was set up to manage the annual leave has received an email notification to say that Benedict has requested annual leave. So they in turn check the calendar. They can either approve or reject the leave. So in this instance, we're going to approve the leave. Okay, so once the leave has been accepted, and they'll get a notification, the employees get a notification to say that their leave has been accepted. And when they check their calendar, then this is the employer calendar. You'll see here that the leave has been signed off on the overall calendar, and we also see Benedict's annual leave has been signed off on there. And when the employee checks their own calendar, it'll be in full yellow. Okay, so the next thing we are going to look at is setting up BrightPay Connect. So we're going through the setup process now, or linking. Now, if you were a single employer and you purchased a license for BrightPay Ireland, you will have received a free Connect license. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is register that license. So you pop in your name, address, email address, agree to the terms and conditions, and I am not a robot. So once this form has been completed, you'll receive a notification email to verify your email address. And if we click on this link, it'll open up the BrightPay Connect account. So in this example, I used a purchase code which entitles me to purchase 10 licenses. So I can actually add 10 employers to Connect. And obviously we offer discounts if you're purchasing in bulk, if you want to connect a number of clients in the event that you're a bureau or a bookkeeper. So we're going to open up BrightPay on the desktop now, and we're going to go up to the Backup and Self-Service tab, and we're going to sign in. So we're going to open the employer, and we're going to go up to our cloud icon here and sign in. Okay, so we're going to start linking Carol's Corner Shop to Connect. So link Carol's Corner Shop. So here it's advising you that once you link a company, it's backing up to the cloud every 15 minutes when the payroll is open and once again when you're closing out. And the beauty of this is if you ever have a PC crash or you want to install BrightPay onto another PC because you do have 5 licenses, 5 user licenses, you can literally restore it down there from the cloud. So backing up to the cloud every 15 minutes when the payroll is open and once again when you're closing out. Here we have the employee self-service portal, and here is when you can decide when the employees are going to receive those pay slips. So it can be on the payday, as soon as they're finalised, before the payday, or after the payday. So we're going to say on the payday at 8 a.m. So in effect, what happens is the employees will get their notification with a link embedded in it. It'll bring them directly into the portal and they can access their payroll data. Now here the employees we're inviting to connect. Now maybe not all your employees will want to avail of a portal, so you can pick and choose those employees that connect will suit. But obviously it'd be great for you if they all actually accepted to use the portal. And we're all set. So we're linked. So once we're linked there, you'll see here that the green cloud, the icon has turned green with that green tick. So the first thing we're going to do here is the employee self-service. Okay, and look at the payslip availability. If at any time, maybe at Christmas time, Easter time, you want to change that payslip availability, you can always change it here. So there's that ability there to always amend it should you so wish. Okay. So if we go back into the cloud icon, you'll see when the payroll was last synchronized to the cloud. So it was last synchronized here. And if in the event you want to manually synchronize it, i.e. it's synchronizing every 15 minutes, but if within that 15-minute interval you ever wanted to run a report, you can click on the manually synchronize button here. You can also restore a backup from the cloud. So we'll go in here to restore a backup. So all the backups there in chronological order, any of which can be restored down at any time. And once again, especially with PAY modernization having come into effect, it's very important that all your data is in a safe and secure location, that you don't lose that data. So obviously the cloud looks after this very well. Okay, on the next one then. So here we're going to the employer dashboard now. So after linking the employer data to connect, a number of useful tips will appear here, and we came across these earlier in the notifications tabs. So if we look here, we're going to invite the employees to self-service. And as I said, hopefully they would all avail of self-service. If not, you will email those employees who wish to avail of it. Okay, so we're going to send the invitation. So what in effect happens now, the employee will get an email notification, and embedded in that email invitation, they will double click on a link, they will set up their own password for the portal, and thereafter manage their own account. So in the event that they forget their password, you won't be getting requests. They can manage their own account and reset their own password. So it's kind of hands off for the employers. They don't have to worry about it. The next notification is to set up the email signature here, and the final one then is to enable payslip notifications. So we'll click here. So enable payslip notifications. So these are the documents the employees will receive through the portal. And in the event of a zero payslip, do not send a notification. We'll pop in an email signature and save that. So we are all set up. Okay. So going back up here into my cloud icon again, if you ever need to restore down a data file, click on restore. As I said earlier, they're all here in chronological order, any of which can be restored down. So we'll just go here to restore and open. Now, just say you've lost your data or you're installing BrightPay on another PC. What we'll do here is our opening dashboard is blank here. We'll go in here, we'll go into Carl's Corner Shop, and we're going to restore. So this is how you do it. And I will click on restore and open, and voila, there's all your payroll data restored back as it should be. So the employer is now back on our opening dashboard of BrightPay, all restored and correct. So that completes the demo of BrightPay Connect. Just to take you through the pricing now, Connect is the new add-on and it is costing €59 plus VAT per employer per tax year. Now, you will have received one free Connect license for tax year 2019. We were aware that with PAYE modernisation was very important that people had secure backups. So we are offering this free as an introductory offer. Obviously in 2020, should you wish to continue using Connect, we will charge you €59 plus VAT, and hopefully you'll see all the benefits of Connect. Okay, so that we've come to the end of the demo. Due to the volume of attendees logged on today, I won't be able to answer all your questions. So a survey will appear on the screen in a moment. And if you have any questions about BrightPay Connect, just let us know in the survey that you would like a call back, and we will call you back then. So please complete the survey. And if you wish to say, yes, you'd like a call back, I will call you back. And you'll have to bear with me because we have a huge number of attendees on today, but I will endeavour to get back to you as soon as possible. So once again, thank you for joining me today, and the webinar is now over. Thank you and bye-bye.